The Man Who Collected Sounds. In a quiet seaside town, where gulls wheeled over gray waves and wind tangled itself in fishing nets, there lived a man named Emery who collected sounds. He wasn't a musician or a scientist. He didn't have fancy equipment or headphones. Just a worn leather satchel, a dozen tiny glass bottles, and an ear attuned to things most people missed. He would walk the streets at dawn, pausing at shutters as they creaked open or stooping beside drains where rainwater gurgled. When he found a sound he liked, a child's laugh, a boat creaking in the harbor, a sigh carried by the sea breeze, he would open a bottle, hold it up, and gently coax the sound inside. Click. The bottle would seal with a whisper. People thought Emery was strange but harmless. Children followed him sometimes, trying to guess what he was bottling. "What's in that one?" a girl once asked. He smiled. The sound of a storm deciding whether or not to arrive. They laughed, not sure if he was joking. No one knew where he lived, but every now and then, someone would receive a bottle on their windowsill. A tired old widow found one filled with the crackling sound of a fireplace and soft humming. A teenager struggling with loneliness uncorked a bottle and heard the roar of applause, like a crowd cheering just for him. A grieving man opened one and heard, just for a moment, the voice of his wife reading poetry. No one ever saw Emery deliver them. Then one year in early autumn, Emery vanished. He stopped walking the docks. No more bottles appeared. People wondered, had he grown tired, moved away, passed on? Winter came, and that winter something strange happened. The town grew quieter. Boats didn't groan in the cold like they used to. Children's laughter didn't echo down alleyways. Even the wind, once full of salt and song, seemed to lose its voice. Then one snowy morning, a young boy named Theo found Emery's satchel outside the old lighthouse. Inside were 3 final bottles, each wrapped in linen and tied with ribbon. The first was labeled, "For when the world forgets how to sing," the second, "For when silence becomes too loud," and the third, "For the day someone else is ready to listen." Theo brought them to the town square. The mayor, skeptical but curious, opened the first. A rush of birdsong and wind chimes swept through the air. People gasped. Laughter erupted. Someone started dancing. Someone else began to cry. They opened the second. A hush fell, but not empty silence. It was the peaceful stillness of snow falling, of someone holding your hand in the dark. The third bottle remained sealed. Years passed. Theo grew up, and one morning, just as the first leaves began to turn,